Dissociative identity disorder was formerly called multiple personality disorder. It often goes unnoticed among the general population. Those who suffer from this disorder lead a terrifying and disturbed life. Dissociative Identity Disorder Awareness Day, which is observed each year in the month of March, aims to spread awareness of this disorder existence and create understanding and compassion towards the people who are going through it. At MediCircle, we are conducting an exclusive series on the occasion of dissociative identity disorder so that the people are able to understand what the disorder is directly from the experts. Hi, this is Sana Khan, and today in this initiative, we are going to speak to Dr. Poonam Solanki. Dr. Poonam Solanki is a founder of Deep Homeopathy and Clinical Psychology Center. She has accomplished her medical graduation in homeopathy at IP University, New Delhi. Then she pursued a master's degree in clinical psychology. She worked in the West Delhi Psychiatry Center and completed a fellowship to enrich her experience dealing with psychiatric patients and their therapists. She has her expertise in body language science. With 11 plus years experience of dealing with psychiatric patients, she knows different approaches dealing with such cases, not only with counseling, but also improvising diets, changing lifestyles along with homeopathy medicines gives fabulous results in such cases. She has worked in WHDO as senior physician and therapist to deal with cancer patients and dealing with their mental state to fight with depression, anxiety, and trauma while going through it. While working with the organization, she got appreciation from then Chief Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Hello, Dr. Poonam. How are you? Welcome to MediCircle.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much, Sana. And it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to share my view in your platform. Thank you so much.
It is our pleasure, ma'am, our opportunity to have you here. Okay, Dr. Poonam, what must a person do to heal himself from dissociative identity disorder?
Okay, see, first of all, we have to know about what is actually DID, right? Dissociative identity disorder. Here, the person basically is disconnected. The dissociative itself means disconnected, right? So when he or she is disconnected from his own thoughts, his own views, its person surrounding them, the location, the environment, the event. So we know that person is suffering from some problem. As I told introduction कि it is unnoticed in society. लोगों को बहुत कम मालूम पड़ पाता है कि actually ये problem है कि या basically something is going wrong. In previous ages, they thought or they think about that he or she is possessed by some evil spirit. Right. So because the personality is changed by the specific event or specific time period. So they thought it is possessed by some evil thought. But now science has grown up so much and they know, no, this is something a different thing. This is actually dissociative disorders. And one of the type is dissociative disorder identity, where a person is basically disconnected. He himself very helpless, right? So being a counselor, being a family member, they are here to help them heal through therapy, through counseling, through talk therapy, especially there as the support of counselor as well as family members is more important. Because both together help them to heal up. Right. And there is nothing such as, okay, fine, this is a taboo, a stigma, you cannot be here. So there should be positive thoughts and positive speech area and positive motivation things help them to heal. Especially in healing process, we do CBT, the cognitive behavior therapy, right? Where we give the positive thoughts, positive behaviors, helps to heal them.
Okay, ma'am, are there any specific behaviors that we should try to inculcate in our or in our children's personality to prevent occurrence of dissociative identity disorder?
Yes, basically, if we go through this way in children, basically that the DID is mostly commonly found in the trauma, right? The reason behind is the trauma that happened in
some past incident, you mean?
Yes, that trauma that happened in the childhood, right? The trauma could be like physical abuse, sexual abuse, or the emotional abuse, right? Or the family environment is very destructive, very, abusing language or use. So the trauma is, it's make its home in the child's mind, right? So that trauma leads to them it started basically very early age, but we can notice at the age of teenagers, like from 13 to 16. That is age where everything is expressed out,
Okay.
right? So, for example, if child suffering from trauma in something from 5 to 10 years of age, he could not understand how to express, but the void is created himself or herself. That void is become more prominent when he's able to express, when he's consciously aware about the things. He says this is the bad, this is the good. Now he start expressing the things at the age after 12 years of age, where there's a behavior changes, there's a mood swings, there's a forgetfulness, there's a few things, a few symptoms are coming, noticing in for the parents. They feel like there would be a stress of studies, there would be a stress of some peer pressures and all, but they unnoticed until unless it become more major and more prominent. So where we have to be very much teach to the parents also, see, it's not like this is something a distraction, it is something problematic which we need to address, right? Not through any motivational speech by the parents. Sometimes they give the lots of motivation speech, they encourage, but it won't help until unless you go for the specialist for the help, like counseling, therapies, some some treatment also, like psychomatic medication. It helps in these cases.
Okay, doctor, can a person suffering from this disorder harm another person?
Sorry?
Can a person suffering from the same disorder harm another person?
Mostly in case DID is basically self-destructive personality, right? They basically give harm to themselves, not to others. But other people, especially the family members, get hurted by their violent behavior, impulsive behavior, frequent mood swings. They get affected. But
this is not atmosphere inside in the house, right?
No, not that. For example, if we said a person suffering from DID, right? A girl suffering from the DID, right? The affection is healing. Sorry, the affection is basically is affecting her, not the other. Other can see the symptoms. Okay, fine. The girl is, self-destructing. She's harming herself. She is irritating herself. By this behavior, parents or the family member get disturbed. This personality disorder is not a destructive to others, but destructive to themselves. So themselves, right?
Okay. Dr. Poonam, what can family members or friends of patients suffering from DID do to keep situations under control?
See, first of all, it's very important to understand the kid or the child or the person, right, who's suffering from them. Very cooperative and very positive approach, right? There should be not like this key parents become aggressive sometimes. And they just become so much negative regarding the child's attitude, because parents are just same the layman terms, right? They not understand how child is going through, right? So for them, it's very important to understand that bridge or communicate that bridge which is came between the person and the family member. The bridge is very important to understand the feeling he's going through, right? For example, if they did not understand about the how it's going and how we treat and how we heal, they connect to the counselor nearby or therapist or any psychiatric center where they can diagnose the problem is that. If they're able to know, oh, this is the problem, this is the multiple or split personality disorder, so they can heal up, right? They know, okay, fine, this is the unique personalities, this is unique features, unique behavior, which comes at specific time period when stress triggers, right? When any kind of traumas, reminders comes, they trigger, they become suddenly more violent, suddenly more rude, right? So it's very important to judge the situation, then cooperate and make a patience. Family member need to very much patience to deal with this situation.
Right.
The three criteria to handle the situation with the patient.
Okay, Dr. Poonam, thank you so much for coming to our show and sharing your valuable time and insights with us. It has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. Same for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you. Same to you.